Hey y'all, it's your lady Levon, and I have some advice for us Americans. Um, like, share, and subscribe the video because I think we really need to understand this from someone like myself, who's been working since I was 14, and I've always been, I'm not gonna say rebellious, but I just never will let people treat me less than what I know I'm worth. Meaning, of course, like all of us Americans, we were taught to work as hard as you can, do the best you can, and I've always been a very top-notch employee. I always also had in mind to do better and have my own business. My mom was a good example of being self-employed, even though the boomers that are her parents always sabotaged her. And of course, that generational curse is kind of hard to break, where you see your parents sabotaging your mother, who's baked cakes for Cat Williams in Kansas City. She would they would come to the radio station. She knew the personnel there. They would let her bake cakes for Cat Williams, Danny Glover. I mean, my mom really never got the credit that she really deserved because of the boomers being so greedy and scared of the future. But let me tell you something. The only way that we're gonna be able to beat this, because I've been seeing it for so long. I don't think y'all understand how many jobs I've had, how many jobs I've got fired from or quit due to the way they treat me, and now it's just a mass of it, and I'm already used to it. I've been used to not having that system or security of a 9 to 5, because I got fired for the first time I got fired was at Chipotle on the strip of the University of Knoxville, Tennessee. The Chipotle on that strip fired me because the girl, she was a black woman, which I have more problem with black people in my life than white people. She fired me because I wasn't gay, because I didn't want to have sex with her. Like, I didn't want to deal with, like, I didn't want to see her after work, And so I got fired, and they all will jump on you. And, I thought for a long time, I'm like, this is a crazy phenomenon. Like, is this just happening to me? And now, I mean, I know I'm being redeemed and restored, and I know I'm being vindicated, because I was going through that for a long time. Like I said, I've been working since I was 14, and the amount of jobs I had across all these states. I've been across all these states working. LA, there's all kind of ways I could tell y'all I've been fired, and seeing other people, not that I want to see people get fired, but this has been a flaw in the system for quite some time. And my parents would be like, well, it must be you. No. Now that white women are getting fired, it's like, oh shit, it's a problem. It's been a problem. Discrimination has been a problem. Just treating people like they're a number has been a problem. And yeah, it's one thing. Another thing is funny is that black people been trying to tell white people, like, this system is not going to even sustain you. Like, what part of that? These people from America that are white are degenerates from Europe that happen to make a system that they got from Europe, and it's just a bunch of degenerates, meaning the founding fathers were probably gay. That's the only reason why they're into gay rights and stuff like that. That shouldn't even matter if you have sex with someone. That shouldn't even be a topic. But because the founding fathers were fags, that's why white women can't believe that DEI was the one protecting them and no one else. They don't get it. White men ain't really tripping about their nuclear family, because y'all don't know what they be doing on these little business trips. And they be the ones inviting black women to their little business trips. Okay? So that's a little inside scoop right there. But you gotta quit your job. Everybody. You want to be surprised by a layoff versus getting with your fellow Americans and quitting, no matter, because if we all quit, trust me, the whole thing, this has to collapse. I don't understand why y'all don't understand what Trump is doing. It has to collapse. It needs to collapse now. The quicker that it collapses, the quicker we can get back to normal. But if we could keep trying to uphold the system that clearly is not working for anyone except for a couple few, then we're all going to be in trouble. We're all going to be stressed. There's going to be more crime. There's going to be more evil. I don't need no more evil interactions with people outside, okay? Because everybody's stressed at home. Like right now, I'm working for a petty rage. I'm not doing nothing. Do you see me all day? Man, I noticed they weren't watching me. I've been asleep. I ate tacos at the taco stand. You need to stop tripping off these jobs. Stop doing your best at these jobs that will get rid of you. That's why I just work while I do all kind of shit though. And that's why I know God has put me in this position, for a while. I'm like, God, why I gotta be away from my kids? This makes sense to me why I got with my ex. Of course, in my heart, I wish me and my ex, I wish he was meant to be and stay in my life, but he was really only meant to teach me this trade right here. This was what I've been looking for all my life. Construction, this is the only field, it has problems, but the problem ain't money. The problem is rich CEO, white construction owners not wanting to get their ass on the floor and make sure that shit is going properly. They got money to afford the material. Material ain't that much. I'm gonna tell you something about construction. I'm not gonna tell you too much because it's a secret. When you get up there and you don't want to be a laborer, let me tell you, you are making way more on your labor than the materials. Materials, I want to say, is down to like 7% of what you actually getting, and the labor is astronomical. So they're making money, especially once the job is done. Like construction has no problem other than the people being lazy as fuck and the laborers not being paid enough. Other than that, this is the only field I could see that is really okay. And that's why I'm just gonna take the time, because this is all I can see me doing to really sustain 3 children. So I have to take the time and go through the trenches and I gotta do this. I mean, there's nothing else I know to do that makes more sense, like construction, where you can get a job, work with somebody and get paid $3,000 in 4 days. Like this is the only job I know that you could get paid bank like that. That's enough for me to sustain my kids. All I gotta do is have a camper. I could be parking my camper on site. They can stay on site and they could be with me while I work. So, well, right now I'm at the ground level ever since my ex dropped me on my head. But what I knew is if he was gonna play with me, I was gonna leave with this trade. You hear me? And that's exactly what the fuck I did. So he played his role. He really should have stuck around. I don't see why a motherfucker wanna leave me alone. I really don't. Especially when I'm working side by side and we getting shit done, and it was so cool to me to be able to work with my man and we getting paid, and we go to the goddamn casino and drink and be with each other and loving each other after all we work. I don't understand people like that, but that's because people are under so much mental pain. This country is built off pain. Don't you understand? People are not really, I don't think people are inherently evil. I don't. I'm not going to ever believe that. I think people do not know how to express themselves, get their negative emotions out. There's not even a lot of people who like to work out here. So that can already tell you that they don't know how to manage stress well. So people give up easy, But back to the topic, you got to quit your job. You got to. You're not getting treated well, and that there's been a lot of people that, imagine you being at a job for 7 years and they drop you on your ass without no remorse, without no explanation, without no care in the world. You built this company to what it was, and they drop you on your ass in the middle of all this. That should tell you something. You need to start like working with people like me, and building a whole new system of people like mom and pop shops and stuff like that they obliterated during the pandemic. You need to start helping them people, because those are the people that's going to hold you down. These CEOs and shit, they not about to do that. They don't care. They don't need to see you. You should always be leery of people that you work for that don't even come see you. You know what I mean? They don't even come, check on you, don't even know your first name when they walk in there. That you should never want to work for a company that big. Because now they're dropping y'all on your asses because why? They don't know you. You don't know them, you know? You got to quit. You got to figure out how to support your local somebody. AKA me, my Cash App in the description. Like, share, subscribe. Like, come on, I'm in Florida. I travel all across this place, and me and my kids will travel. And they're still babies. They're still young. They're like really, you know, they in kindergarten and stuff like that. But they coming to work with me. They're gonna work with me. I'm not putting them in this dumbass system of nothingness. It's the jig's up. You don't see that the jig's up. It didn't take Trump to get you to see that the jig was up. The jig been up since 2020. The jig was up when people was exploiting people for free labor. It was up. Like, there has to be a reset, because you can't treat people like that. God will not allow it. And y'all are not God. I don't care if you black or you white. You are not God. God will make sure that justice is restored, regardless of this damn system. Fuck the court, fuck all that, fuck the judge, fuck the police, fuck your mama, fuck them kids. You need to figure out how to survive. Be realistic. Quit your job. Find something local to support. Find something to believe in. The jig's up.